Facing Comets and Harrison Wildcats. I'm Trevor Rose here with my broadcast partner Connor Vornberg. And Connor, going to be a great game senior night here at Mason High School.
Yes, sir. It's great weather, a little windy out, but it's going to be a good game.
And looking into this game tonight, senior night, obviously on the mound is Carter Layton for the Comets. As over at first, Cade Landier gets his first actions at first base of the season. See, in Mason, Ohio, it's 83 degrees, partly cloudy with 54% chance humidity. And like you said, Connor, wind 12 miles per hour into the southwest wind. Maybe some home runs flying out as we look at the stats on the season. Harrison, definitely a better batting team and a little bit better on the fielding wise, but the Comets have the great pitching. You see with the 2.29 ERA and the 1.14 whip. As the throwdown, we get underway with the first batter in the game.
Kicking off for the Harrison Wildcats at the top of the first. Shortstop, number 3, Jack Gears.
Jack Gears, the first one up for the Wildcats today. He's the shortstop. As you see, Carter Layton this season, first appearance this season on the mound for the senior Layton. The right-handed pitcher goes against the right-handed shortstop. And we look to get underway. Layton set. First pitch is cracked up in the air, foul territory. That one, foul ball. We got underway with the first pitch, strike, foul ball. And Connor, hopefully we can see more of that tonight.
Yes, sir.
Just pump the strike zone, get strikes, and cause the batters to roll over. You have a great fielding team behind you. First in the GMC in fielding. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Kind of like a breaking ball look right there for Layton. 0-2 count with no down in the first inning of the game. Jack Greer, you see him, .456 batting average. He has 24 RBIs as well. As the breaking ball did not break enough, as it will go stay high in the zone, 1-2 count. Wind in the pitch, upstairs, make it 2-2. Layton trying to deal in his first outing of the year. Expect a lot of rotation on that pitching staff due to the seniors, as the pitch is fouled straight back. We'll do it over again, 2-2. The pitch from Layton. Upstairs, we make it full. And great job there by Gears. He went down 0-2 on the count, worked 3-2, now full. And Layton with the chance to lose the hitter. Upstairs, ball 4, and he walks him. His first appearance this season. He gives up a walk right away.
Harrison, third baseman, number 12, Tucker Ward.
Here's the playback on that pitch, just slightly too high. Offered at it, kind of a check swing, but never even made an attempt. Tucker Wood would step in here. Tucker Ward, sorry, my apologies. Batting .444 on the season. First pitch is grounded foul side to the third baseman. Number 3, Drew Johnson, the third baseman for the start of the game, could switch around to many positions tonight. Obviously, senior night, they try to get the seniors in as much as they can and anyone to play anywhere. As you can see, obviously, Cade Landier started most of the year at center field as the pickoff over to Landier, no good. pitch, runner goes. Vaughn loses it on the transfer. And a stolen base and a ball was called on that one, 1-1 count. Here's a look back at the steal. He had a great jump. Vaughn loses it. Honestly, if Vaughn doesn't lose that one there, he has a chance to get him out. Layton, runner in scoring position. The pitch. Down in the dirt. He takes off for third. And Vaughn just misses him. Another kind of a stolen base, maybe or a wild pitch even could have been called on that one. And that one was kind of a borderline one. He almost gunned him there at third.
Yeah.
Here's the replay. See, Vaughn kind of dribbles it. He takes off again. One blocked by Vaughn. Keeps it in front of him, but it will be 3-1 count, fearing to walk yet again another man to start the game. Here's one of those teams that is great just getting on base. 471 on base percentage. That one just missed it. It will be a walk. Runners on the corners with no down. Hopefully see if they can try to roll a double play here or even cut down the runner at home. But I expect a stolen base here for Ward. 12 on the year. Seth Green, he steps in.
Seth Green batting average for this year is a .383. Honestly, not too bad, Trevor.
And 300 gets you into the Hall of Fame, so it's great for him as the first pitch misses downstairs for ball one.
Seth on the year, he's got on base. His on-base percentage is .492.
Again, a great job considering his average is high and on base is high, so therefore he just gets on base. It sets the plate for the next guy on deck, the cleanup hitter. Pitch, the runner is off. Defensive indifference. They decide it was low, bounced, and then Vaughn will go ahead and just take a meeting out to the mound. 2-0 count. Vaughn just trying to calm down. Layton in his first time this season, as you see the numbers from Green. 14 RBIs, a .492 on base percentage, and a .383 batting average. Two on. The pitch downstairs, 3-0 count. Fearing to walk a third straight man to get the bases loaded. Layton set. The pitch and throw upstairs, ball four. He walks a third runner, and the bases are juiced now for next player.
Harrison, the cleanup hitter. Catcher, number 7, Jackson Williams.
Jackson Williams, the senior for Harrison, as Bly will make his way to the mound to talk to Layton.
Jackson Williams on the year has a .368 batting average with an on-base percentage of .537.
Again,
great stats.
Yeah, cleanup hitter just getting on base. Also has 2 triples on the year, 5 doubles with 14 total hits.
Not just yet hit a home run, though.
Oh, not at all. And it's not easy to hit home runs in the high school level, obviously. Last action we saw here for the Comets was in that typhoon against Dakota West. And Hutch Cruciata actually went yard in that game. Went over the right field wall. Bases juiced, no down in the top half of the first. See Williams' stats there at the bottom of the screen. Here's the pitch. In there, strike one. Right at the knees. And that's hoping what you kind of hope for him. Try to get some strikes and locate. sets. Here's the pitch. Downstairs. Great block by Vaughn. Not to let it travel to the backstop. He does travel to the backstop. Backstop not extremely far away from home plate here at the Mason Baseball Complex. Layton set with the 1-1. That one called a little off the plate. That one called a strike earlier in the at-bat. Kind of changing up the zone a little bit here early on. 2-1 count, the pitch. Hit right back up the middle, and it gets through. Hutch Cruciata comes up firing home, up the line, and 2 runs will score on the 2 RBI base knock for Williams, and the Harrison Wildcats up to a 2-0 lead. Layton threw that one where he kind of wanted it, tried to roll him over, and just unable to get the reach. As you watch it back here, throws a good pitch. Phillips unable to make the diving grab to get it. And then Hutch Cruciata comes up firing home, but unable to get it on line and in time to nail the runner at home. So Wildcats have a 2-0 lead with no outs here in the top of the first. Pitch for Layton outside. Gavin Sparks, he's up for Wildcats, the senior, batting .404 on the season. Layton's pitch. That one fouled straight up in the air, foul ball. Heads its way over towards the senior pictures over by the entrance of the complex. Lucky that one didn't end up in the road. You see a lot of those here. A lot of them either end up on top of the school or in the road. See Sparks also running a 482 on base percentage, 20 RBIs on the season. Pickoff move, not in time. Almost got him though.
Just an inch off.
Just a little bit off. If he had a little bit more of a lead off there, he probably gets nailed over there at second.
100%, Trevor.
Layton working with the 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one hit towards right field underneath it to make the grab. He tags up at second on the way to third, and Cox cuts it off. 1 down now here in the bottom of the first. Runner on third, runners on the corners.
Now hitting for the Wildcats, second baseman number 4, Jack Miller.
Jack Miller will step in. He's playing second base today. He's also a senior for the Wildcats. Not having his best season, batting .176. Only 6 hits on 34 at-bats, Connor. That's not a great average.
Yeah, that's honestly not as great as his teammates, but who knows?
Missed it 1-0, and here's the 1-0 pitch. That one fouled straight up and back, but that one will go out of play.
And hits the road.
Hits the road. That one actually clears the complex. Lucky to not hit any cars.
Man, that would be a bad day for you.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine you just having a bad, rough day at work, and then that happens to you.
Honestly, I would be honored to catch a foul ball from the Comets.
For sure. As the pitch from Layton just missed. Not quite sure where. 2-1 count with 1 down, runners on the corners.
Let's see this replay here.
And just a bit a little high and outside. Here's the pitch from Layton. That one popped straight up in the air. JT Vaughn underneath it and called for by Drew Johnson, and he puts it away. 2 down. Now in the top half of the first inning, Layton, after giving up base walks to load the bases and then 2 RBI double, he has sat down 2 in a row.
Yeah, the runners on corners here.
Chad Hunter, He steps to the bat to plate.
He's batting .429 this year with a .600 on-base percentage. That's great for him, honestly. .600, wow.
Runner took off, defensive indifference. He called that one a strike, be 1-0 for Layton. They kind of just checked to see if the runner would break home, but he indeed did not. Layton will step off and look over the signs again with Vaughn. Layton sets with the 0-1 count. That one low and away, be 1-1. All right, this is Sam Webster, actually, up to bat. Batting .250 on the year, 4 for 16. The pitch. Just on the outside corner, and it will be called a strike. 1-2 count, 2 down. In the top half of the first, Layton looking to sit down the first person on strikes. Up to 30 pitches so far in the inning.
Got a runner on second and third here.
Layton set. The pitch. Upstairs, breaking ball didn't break enough. 2-2. We're even here with 2 down. A lot of 2s on that scoreboard. We'll do the 2-2 here. Layton
Looking to punch this last one out to finish up the inning.
He's set. The pitch. Strike 3, and he struck him out. Great pitch there by Layton that gets it on the outer half, and that will end the inning. Comets come to bat here in the bottom half of the first. We'll go ahead and send to a quick break. We will be back here on ICRC.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes. I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freestone Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the tent. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
We're back here for the bottom half of the first inning. The Comets come to set to bat. In will be Cameron Enking. The junior pitcher also plays catcher. On the season, 14 innings pitched, a 1.0 ERA and 11 punch-outs. Has a 1.07 whip as well.
I mean, I just want to talk about that. After that mound visit, Layton really decided to lock in there and close out that inning real strong.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes just a little breather, a little break, some confidence from your coach, Coach Bly, able to come in there.
Great coach.
Kind of talk him down a little bit.
Yep.
So we get set for the bottom of the first. Leading off today will be Cade Landier in the 2-hole, Hutch Cruciata. 3-hole will be Chase Cox. In the 4-hole, J.J. Darsh. Then J.T. Vaughn, Brent Fisher, Drew Johnson, Ben Brandon, Carter Phillips to round it out. All senior lineup for the Comets today. Obviously, senior night going to be a big one. As we go to Cade Landier. Connor, what do you have on Cade?
Cade is 345 on batting average today, but sorry, these papers. Yeah, and 531 on base percentage. That is really good, honestly.
Earlier in the year, led the GMC in on base percentage. Thomas heading into this game. So you can see the stats right there, 345 with the 531 on base percentage. Thomas coming into the year with 279 team batting average as he gets the first pitch strike right at the knees. The 0-1 to Landier. Thomas have to look to hit today in order to get on the board, get back into this one. That one low, and it will be called a ball, 1-1 count in the bottom half of the first. Landier ready. The pitch from Kings. That one way high on the breaking ball. It looks like both pitchers' breaking balls haven't really felt good in the hand. They haven't really snapped it down well for the curveball.
One might not be helping them out either.
No, not at all. The pitch. One roped over to the second baseman. He fields it cleanly and gets the putout. Before 4-3 putout and one down, as now coming to bat is the senior center fielder, Hutch Crociata. Hutch looking to have a great at-bat.
He's got a 3.49 average for the year and on base of 426.
Here's the pitch. Ball one, a little inside on Crociata. Here's one thing I got in my scouting report for Hutch Crociata. He loves the ball inside, and he will smash the ball inside.
Yes, sir, indeed. He does have one home run on the year, so let's see if he can make it two.
Want a bunt, foul. Try to get a bunt base hit. Hutch Crociata, probably one of the faster kids on the team heading into the year. Crociata, only 3 stolen bases, started the year hurt. Team leader for stolen bases will be Cade Landier, who just had the put out to start the inning. 1-1 count with one down. Pitch from Kings. That one dotted on the inner corner for a strike. Be 1-2 to Crociata. Enkins set. Pitch. Breaking ball over to the second baseman. He gets it fielded cleanly and gets the put out. Another 4-3 put out for Harrison, which will bring up the shortstop, Chase Cox.
Catcher getting a little talking to from up here.
Just making sure he doesn't get in the way of the batter.
Yep.
And he runs over to first.
Did kind of get in the way of Hutch there while he tried to make a breakaway.
See Chase Cox numbers on the year, batting .323, on base .408, has 17 RBIs. Right on right, pitch down low, hits right in front of the plate, and bounces for ball one. 1-0 count.
Chase Cox was 10 stolen bases on the team. I think, yep, he is third on stolen bases.
Pitch down low, bounces in the left-handed batter's box. That will be the 2-0 count for Kings. 2-0, 2 down in the bottom half of the first. Pitch outside in the left-handed batter's box, 3-0. He missed 3 straight pitches. Hopefully able to kind of come back from it. He's set. The windup and the pitch. Right down Broadway will be a strike, 3-1.
Samantha Clyde of Sycamore, your GMC champion in
Great day in Comet Country as here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4, and Cox will walk, bringing up the big man, J.J. Darce. He's a designated hitter for tonight's action.
JJ on the year is a 220 batting average, but has a 435 on-base percentage.
He definitely walks a lot. That's what I've noticed. He walks a lot, and when he does make contact, it is big contact. Does have the home run on the year that came in the home opener against Princeton, where we had 3 home runs in that game.
It's more of a go big or go home kind of guy.
Yeah, the pick-off attempt over the head and actually goes out of play. So Chase Cox will be granted second base. And the Comets now have one in scoring position with 2 down, hoping to kind of capitalize on it. As you see the pickoff, he throws it off the glove of the first baseman, goes out of play, which gives Cox the free base. Comets field here, they do have a lot of space for free passes just for going out of play, both down the line in front of the bullpens. As the pitch is smashed by Darce. That one down the line. Sent home is Chase Cox. He will score. J.J. Darce legging out for a double. He slides in safely. That's an RBI double for J.J. Darce. And just like I said, Connor, a big go-home kind of hitter, and he smashes the double down the line. Great job by Darce. Here's a look back at that one. Kind of got a hanging breaking ball. Barely stays fair. Disregard that one as JT Vaughn will step to the bat. Cleanup hitter and playing catcher today.
JT Vaughn, 412 batting average on the year with a 545 on-base percentage.
Sorry, the 5-hole hitter is Vaughn. That one inside, ball 1. Darce on second, not the fastest runner in the world, but he has some speed towards him. Darce does have 6 stolen bases on the year.
See what Vaughn can do here.
Here's the pitch. Downstairs, Darce takes off, and he will get there. Great block, and Darce up 90 feet away from tying the game. All JT Vaughn needs here is a base hit.
JJ really turned on those turbos right there.
Yes, he did. 2-0 count. 2 down at the bottom and the home half of the first. See Vaughn. Vaughn does have a walk-off RBI that came against Cole Rain earlier in the season. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, 3-0 count. And he's on pace here to walk another batter to give 2 walks in the inning. Pitch to Vaughn. Downstairs, ball 4, he will walk him, which will bring Brant Fisher up for a chance to drive in, possibly 2.
For the Comets, left fielder, number 12, Brant Fisher.
Brant Fisher, 0 on the batting average, but 300 on-base percentage.
Just walks a lot. He's 0 for 7.
Must be scared of him.
0 for 7, then walk him a lot as the mound visit will come and Bly talking to the whole team.
7 at-bats with 0 hits.
I know, crazy, and hopefully he can bust out of that funk and try to get a little base hit here, bring in a runner.
Yes, sir.
Tie the game up at 2 apiece.
Got runners on the corners here.
I don't expect that for long. I feel like here Vaughn might be in motion.
See if Vaughn can get his first stolen base of the year.
Hopefully he can get the first stolen base of the season. I doubt they would throw it down to second, knowing J.J. Darce over at third.
Yeah.
He doesn't take off much, but when he does, he is decently successful.
All right.
Brant Fisher, as you can see there, no batting average, bomb base, 300. Scored twice, no ribbies, obviously, has not produced a hit yet. Hopefully to break out of the funk. Strike one, that's on the outer half. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch to Fisher. In motion. Runner goes. That one is cranked by Fisher to deep right field, but caught and managed by Harrison right fielder, and that won the inning. Comets get one back, cut the lead to 1. So we'll go ahead and send to a quick break here on ICRC.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
We're back here for the top half of the inning. Seeing a 10 over by where we were at. We go look back at that RBI double from Darce. Hits that one right down the line. And Cox just rounds third, heads home, and Darce slides into second safely. Layton coming out for his second inning of work. Gave up 2 in the first inning, walked 3 batters before giving up a base hit that drove in 2, and then after that, 3 up, 3 down right afterwards. Layton ready to just get the throw down.
See how Layton does this inning.
Hopefully, you see a better inning
start to the inning.
Yeah, better start.
Had a great closeout last inning after that mound visit from Coach Bly.
Yeah, you can't have too many of those per game.
Yep.
Harrison, fielder number 14, Kyle Davidson.
Kyle Davidson, no stats for him on the year.
Might have been pulled up.
Might be call up. That one cracked foul right down the line. Just a little bit early on that one, and he smoked that ball down the line. Luckily for the Comets, it was foul. So nothing really, nothing bad comes out of it for the Comets. One a little high, and one count to Davidson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1 and 2 count in the top half of the second. Here's the pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did not. Check the first base umpire, he did not go. So we got 2-2 with no down. First batter of the inning. That one kind of looked like he may have gone around, may have offered at it, but first base umpire did not believe so. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Actually fouled that one right back into the glove of Vaughn. Strike 3. Sits him down. The second strikeout of the evening for the Comets. First one swinging.
Hitting 1-2, center fielder Cohen Herring.
Strike, gets it. Cohen Herring for his first at bat of the day.
He's batting a .310 average with a .463 on-base percentage this year.
That won't be upstairs, 1-1 count. Fouled away, right back into the screen. Swing and a miss, strike three. Sits him down again on strikes, back-to-back punchies for Layton.
Back to the top of the order for the Wildcats. Number 3, Jack Gears.
Here's a back look at the strikeout. High fastball, high cheese gets him. Outside, ball 1-0 count. That one popped up in the left field underneath it. Makes the grab. That would be Fisher, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 for Layton, and that will end it. We'll go ahead and head to another short break as we get set for the bottom half of the first here on ICRC.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Merrimont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
We are back here for the bottom half of the first. As you see the flag waving in center field, that's actually the one over by the football stadium. As we get set for the bottom half of the second. Up to bat be Drew Johnson, playing third base today. Typically the second baseman. Here's the pitch, squares the bunt. Pulls it back downstairs for a ball, be 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside, and it gets back to the backstop and rolls away. Out to retrieve it was Ben Brandon to help the umpire out. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, 3-0 for Drew Johnson. Johnson on the year. batting decently well. 9 hits on the season, batting actually 167 as he walks. Gets on base a lot though with a 338 on base percentage. Now steps in, it will be number 13, Ben Brandon. Interesting choice for a walk-up song. Well, Minecraft movie reference there as he as Ben Brandon will step up for his first at bat. Off, fakes it, catcher up immediately to try to throw it down. Checks the runner and comes set. Pitch, foul tip, be a strike. 1-1 count for Brandon. Pitch right in there for a strike, kind of hung that one. Lucky Brandon didn't turn on it. That one could have went down the line for some extra bases. One-two pitch, foul straight back. That's towards the middle school right behind us. Here, the Mason Baseball Complex located right next to the middle school as well as the football field right across from us. Track meet going on, GMC invite. As that one's low and gets away. And up will be Drew Johnson. He rounds second hard, throws back into center field. And he botched it in center field. Johnson turns hard at third, but the throw in, a great strong throw. And out of that, Johnson gets from first all the way to third due to some errors, but runner in scoring position 90 feet away. Ben Brandon up, 2-2 count. Be labeled as a wild pitch and a throwing error. Be the second error for the Wildcats. 3-2 full count. Looking to walk again. Brandon, the 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one popped up to third, to first base, and he makes the catch. That will retire Brandon. One down in the bottom half of the second inning for Carter Phillips. Sets up for his first plate appearance of the night.
Carter Phillips, 0 batting average, but 500 on base percentage. Looks like he's another walker.
Yeah, he's 0 for 1 on the year, but also walks a decent amount. Here's the pitch to Phillip. Upstairs, that one gets away. Drew Johnson will scurry home, and that will tie the game on the wild pitch off the glove of the catcher. And the Comets tie it up here in the second inning.
Hear the dugout for the Mason Comets there getting hype every time someone comes in from scoring.
Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. It will be 1-1. 2-2 in the bottom of the second. Again, Connor, a lot of twos there. As he gets that one, be 1-2 now. Again, another lot of twos right there.
Just might be a 2-day, you know?
Oh, it definitely is.
See what he can work with here.
That one upstairs, be ball 2. 2-2 count. One down in the bottom of the second, a 2-2 game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3s. Breaking ball gets him retired. Phillips, that's sit down on strikes for his first at bat. 2 down now in the bottom of the second. You see that pitch back. It's just a beautiful breaking ball. Wow, retires him. Up to bat, top of the lineup, Cade Landier steps in for his second at bat. He grounded out to the second baseman his first at bat.
21 stolen bases, leading the team in stolen bases by a mile too. Wow.
And definitely one of the top in the GMC as well. Doing prep today, Connor, I realized looking at the SWOC, the Southwest Ohio Conference where Harrison plays.
First in, by the way.
First in, and they're the technical champions, so they take the lead. The Cade Landier now with a 3-0 count. Teams in that division, they really do steal bases a lot. I saw a team with 150 stolen bases.
Wow.
For reference, the Comets only have 73 as the pitch is high, and Landier walks, another walk for the stellar season that Cade Landier has been putting up. Hutch Crociata steps up for his second at bat. He also grounded to the second baseman to get in the first inning.
I don't know if y'all can hear that, but his walk-up song is him singing up his walk-up song. That is just awesome.
Yeah, we love Hutch here in Comet Country. Former Sports Radio and NBC member.
Gonna miss him this year.
Oh, 100%. Pitcher will step off and rethink his choices real quick. Pulls the bunt back, but doesn't matter. It's still a strike. 0-1 count. Crociata, again, another guy that we've seen with speed. Started the year on injured list in the IR, technically. Runner goes, pitch down. Landier is thrown out at second, trying to go to second. Gunned by the catcher. What a throw. Wow, beautiful one to gun Landier at second. That will end the bottom half of the second inning. We'll go to the top of the third. Comets tie it up 2-2. We'll be back here on ICRC. Wow, that was beautiful.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Frise-on Mare with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Merrimont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
We're back here for the top half of the third, and Connor, we got a pitching change. Who's up here for the Comets?
We got Brody Countryway.
Brody Countryman sets in for another outing on the season. His 6th appearance on the year. He's 11 innings pitched with a 4.94 ERA. Has 13 punch-outs, but does have a save. He's 2-1 on the year. Hopefully able to chunk up some innings as Tucker Wood will come to bat. Tucker Wood last time up, he walked. That was in the first inning. Now in the third. Looking to just run away with it. Pitched by Countryman just a bit outside. Tried the corner, unable to locate it. Here's the pitch, right in there for a strike. It will be 1-1 for Countryman on Wood. You see Wood's stats there: 444 batting average, has 12 RBIs on the season, gets on base a decent. That one he did win around, and he was checked right there at home plate by the home plate umpire, and he'll call time. 1-2 count. Countryman looking to strike out the first batter he sees tonight. Almost offered at that pitch in the left-handed batter's box, but will not. We'll go full. We'll go even 2-2. Pitch. Strike three, looking. That one right down Broadway, strikes him out. The fourth strikeout on the night
For the Wildcats, number 19.
for the Comets. Here's another look at that one. Froze him.
Caught him looking.
That breaking ball just drops it in beautifully.
Great ball by Brody.
Seth Green, he's up. His second at bat. First time up, he walked. Part of the 3 walks to start the inning, as that one will be called strike 1 on the outer half.
15 stolen bases from Seth this year, second on his team.
Big numbers, as that one kind of a wild pitch up and away. Had a kind of a foot race back there in the backstop to try to get that ball.
Comets come out on top, though.
The Comets come out on top. Jackson Williams, the catcher, and then J.J. Darce, the DH, as that one swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Countryman working. Here is his 9th pitch of the inning. He struck out one on a breaking ball that was beautifully placed. The pitch. Kind of offered at it earlier in the game. That one would have been called a strike, but not to the left-handed batter, as it would be 2-2.
More twos. Can't get away from them.
Well, at least we're out of the second inning, so we don't have a second inning anymore. We have a third, but here's the pitch. Up and away, 3-2, full count.
Maybe we'll see a 3. Hopefully we see a lot of 3s, you know. Great for strikeouts.
Here's the pitch. That one is cranked to deep right center field. That one has a chance. That one will splash over the wall. That will be a home run and a round tripper.
Seth Green's second home run of the year. Had one early on.
That one was cranked by Green. And they'll celebrate that one towards the dugout, giving it a 3-2 lead for the Wildcats.
These twos are just haunting us. Dude just got a second home run. Can't get away from them.
Jackson Williams, he'll step up. The catcher, he had the 2 RBI single to start in the first inning to start the lead for the Wildcats. The Wildcats have had the lead all day, other than being tied up by the Comets. That one called a strike. 0-1 count. Countryman got a strike right there. That was much needed after the home run. Just a little high. Makes it 1-1. 2 down in the top half of the third. That ball off Green's bat was he kind of knew it, that it was going out. And everybody else on the stands did as well, as that one would be called a strike, be 1-2.
I mean, right when he hit that, you could just really hear the power off that bat-to-ball contact. Here's the windup and the pitch for Countryman.
Almost sits that one right in the strike zone, but a little bit high and inside. We'll even it up at 2-2. 2 down. Here's the pitch. One looped over and into left field. That will be a base hit. Scooped it and throws in a nice strong throw.
Off his chest.
Off the chest of Carter Phillips, and that will be a base hit. Jackson's 2 for 2 tonight with 2 RBIs. Great base hit as we'll go in for Gavin Sparks. Steps in for his second at bat.
Jackson really wanted to go too there.
You look back at it. Kind of hung the breaking ball, and that's kind of back-to-back at bats that he kind of hung the breaking ball. And first time it was smashed for a home run, and that time it was took in the left field for a base hit. Sparks last time up flew out to the right fielder, which actually resulted in a sacrifice. The runner tagged from second base. That one's a little bit high, 1-0. 1-0, 1 down. Sorry, there was only 1 down. Started the inning with a strikeout. Outer half, strike 1, you 1-1. Time called. Time called by the batter, Sparks. Pitch. In there, strike 2, 1-2 count with 1 down. Runner on first after the base hit. Countryman struck the first guy out, then gave up a home run and then a base hit. Countryman set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fooled him on the breaking ball. Strikes him out. His second strikeout of the inning in the game. 5th of the game for the Comets. Here's another look at that. He looked silly on that one. Really did actually look silly.
Full
on
360.
Yeah, he did. Miller steps in. And he flew out, popped out in foul territory to the third baseman Johnson, as the first pitch will be outside for ball 1. Steps off. Pick off over. Safe, does not get it back and get it back. He got back in time. Did not get the throw over. Another pick off again. Just missed it.
Questionable there.
It was close. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't be extremely questionable, but it was close. Pitch outside, 2-0 count, 2 down, top half of the third. Pickoff not in time again. In the majors, that would be a automatic base for the runner. Obviously, the Major League Baseball implementing the pickoff rule where you only get 2 per plate appearances. That one outside, dotted for a strike, 2-1 count. There are definitely a lot of rules that in the majors that I think could be adopted into the lower levels of baseball. College also going back to the safety base at first, as the pitch will be grounded right to Cox.
Looking for a double.
Gets it to Phillips then, the inning. You look back, the home run is the biggest part of the inning, as that one was blasted by Green Comets down by 1 as we head to the bottom half of the third. We'll be back here on ICRC.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freestone Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Back here for the bottom half of the third inning. Comets need to kind of answer back after the home run by Green. Down by 1 in the bottom half of the third. Comets have not had a lead in this game. They tied it up in the second just for Green to go ahead and hit a home run to take the lead back. Throw down as we see catcher. He does have a great arm. He gunned one of the fastest kids in the GMC trying to steal second. Hutch Cruciata, he steps up for his second at-bat. Last at-bat, his last inning, he was the one that was up to bat when Landier got caught stealing second base.
Great singing here from Hutch.
Great singing from Hutch Cruciata. A lot of players singing their walk-up songs for today for senior night.
I think it's a great tradition, honestly.
I think they should keep it going.
It's hilarious, too. Everyone getting a laugh out of it, parents, coaches, players.
Umpire even.
Yeah.
That one grounded right to the third baseman. He will toss it over to first and gets the out in time. Retires Cruciata. It will be a 3-1 put out, and he will be sat down.
For the Comets, number 2, Chase Cox.
Chase Cox, he walks up for his second at-bat. He walks in the first, later scored on the RBI base hit. Sorry, the RBI double from J.J. Darst. The pitch just on the outside half, gets the strike call.
Man, this wind is killing me out here. Ooh.
Wind is great.
Feels awesome though. Nice day for baseball.
Definitely a lot better than it was earlier today. I got my car on the way here. It was hot in there with the black interior.
Yes, it was.
Pitch, swing and a miss on the breaking ball.
Looking for a yard there.
Yeah, he definitely was. I'll tell you that. He definitely was looking to swing for the fences for that one. Cox down 1-2. Strike 3. Breaking ball sat in there perfectly for strike 3. 2 down now in the bottom half of the third. J.J. Darsh, he'll come up. Has a double and an RBI so far today. His first at bat as we look back at the strikeout. Beautifully sat in there curveball. Here's the pitch to Darsh. Upstairs and away. It'll be a 1-0 count. Pitch. That one is crushed hard to deep left field. Has the read and able to make the catch to end the inning.
Good catch there.
Great catch there by the left fielder, and Darston barely missed that one to tie the game up. We'll go ahead and send to another break. We'll be back here with the top half of the 4th inning on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We're back here for the top of the 4th. Harrison comes to bat. Brody Countryman still on the mound. Struck out 2 last inning. Struck out 1 to start the inning and then gave up the home run and then base hit. Hopefully starts the inning right with a strikeout and then does not give anything else up.
Number 20, Sam Webster.
Sam Webster struck out looking his first time to end the first inning.
Has a .250 batting average, but .455 on base percentage. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all, as Countryman will throw one right by him, and Landier, 3 unassisted, puts him out. That one, inside out swing, hit it right to Cade Landier at first. Kind of got jammed a little bit. First out of the inning, quick one, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Man, these jerseys are really just throwing me off. Almost the exact same color.
Yeah, green. In there, strike 1. That one in the left field will be underneath it and caught by Fisher. It would be another out, 2 quick outs, 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. Hopefully just able to get one more real quick than the inning. Cohen Herring. Last time up, struck out. This is that one outside, 1-0. In there, strike 1. 1-1 count with 2 down. 5 total pitches in the inning. Pitch. That one cranked foul. That one definitely going.
Watch the cars.
That one almost hit a car, actually. I'm surprised that one didn't hit a car. Landed in between a couple, maybe 3 or 4. That one was roped foul.
Haven't seen it hit a car yet. I don't know about you, Trevor, but that would. Oof.
That was our goal in youth, was to hit a foul ball, hit a car. One popped straight up in the air. Underneath it is JT Vaughn. And he missed it and will not end the inning there. A foul ball. He just missed that one. Probably didn't have the best angle on it. I would have let Cade Landier, the first baseman, be the one catching that one, running in from first base.
Must have been the wind that picked it up.
Yeah, definitely 100%. The wind blowing straight out of center field. Countryman set. He has a 1-2 count. The pitch. Outside, tried the breaking ball. The breaking ball that made Devin Sparks look stupid swinging at. Here's the pitch. Oof, foul right back behind the plate.
Scared the couple fellas back there.
Scared the Comet POs that are back there doing the miles per hour and the pitch types. Scared them when they jumped back. Behind there is Hanley and Fisher is that one. Strike. Drop third.
Wow.
Over. He gets him out on the drop third.
What a cannon by JT there.
JT Vaughn guns him at first on the drop third strike. And that one will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the fourth. The Comets down by 1. We'll be back here on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Back here on ICRC as we look back at the play at first, see the ball, and it definitely got him in time, way in time. Got him by 3 or 4 steps.
That was just a great throw there by JT, on target, really fast, and beat the player to the base.
And Landier, great stretch to kind of catch that one to make sure it didn't go up the line.
He was a little confused at first, and then he started running.
I think everybody was confused because even the base runner was confused. He was like, "Oh, that was a strike."
Yeah.
Wasn't really sure. Even the dugout for Harrison, they were confused, and obviously Landier was kind of confused as the first pitch was called a strike.
Yep.
And then rolled over.
See if you can beat him out there. Pretty sure the ump had to tell him that he could run. Because he really looked really confused on that.
Yeah, he definitely was, as Vaughn will round out. Vaughn grounds out. Up now will be Brant Fisher. Strike on the outer half. Bly not happy about it. Pitch. Roped in right field, base hit. Brant Fisher gets his first hit of the year. And he gets on.
Love to see it.
A base knock by Fisher.
He can officially knock off all the zeros on his batting average. Here's a look back on that hit from Brant.
Just great job.
Right over first baseman. Got a mound visit here.
Up in Drew Johnson. Third baseman for tonight's action, typically plays second, with underclassman junior Sam Davies typically taking over the third base role. Obviously, seniors playing today.
Drew only has a 167 average, but his on-base percentage is a .338.
Walked earlier in the game as that one knotted him up for a strike. He's set and ready.
No one really covering second there.
You don't have to cover second really that early because you can break, as that one on the outer half did not hit. That one looked from this angle, Connor, that one was a beautiful call.
Yeah.
And it was called earlier in the game.
Yep.
As the time will be called by Johnson, and it was granted. One down in the bottom of the fourth inning, 1-1 count. The runner on. That one also outside, 2-1 count on Fisher. Sorry, not on Fisher, on Johnson. Fisher on first base. Here's the pitch. Upstairs and in. Johnson ducks away from it. 3-1 count. Fearing to walk another batter, it would be Johnson's second walk of the night. Pitch drilled into center field. The bad break by the center fielder, but he is able to manage underneath it and gets the out. F8 for Johnson. Ben Brandon. He's in there, picks up the Steve's Lava Chicken for the walk-up song for his senior year. Final game, could be a final game for Brandon. Doesn't play as much if you want to go with the starting lineups. Here's the pitch. In there, strike one. Beautifully pitched ball right in there. Here's the pitch. Cranked. And it will sit down in the right field. Extra bases and obstruction will be called on Harrison. The first baseman gets in the way of the runner trying to go to second.
Man, he didn't even try to hide that at all.
Oh, no, not at all. But luckily, nothing else committed on that one as the obstruction was called.
Called that real fast.
Obviously, I mean, the guy backed right into. There's the replay of it. You can see as he rounds first, the first baseman just runs right into him.
Doesn't even look. It honestly just looks like he just backed up into him on an accident, but still.
It definitely was an accident. I'm not one to say that people do anything on purpose.
Right.
But that one was definitely obstruction.
Definitely can't miss that one.
No doubt about that one as he steps off. Carter Phillips, he's in for his second at bat. Struck out in the second inning.
Catcher will go talk to his pitcher real quick.
Big leads off third and second. 2 down. Be labeled as a double for Brandon. Pitch is outside and low, but managed and smothered by the catcher. One-0 count, 2 down. Looking to tie the game back up. Pitch outside. Low and a great block again by the catcher, Jackson Williams. He's actually saved a lot of potential runs tonight with blocking some of these pitches that are low and in the dirt.
100%. He's doing great with his body, just maneuvering it around real quick to block that ball.
That one called strike. 2-1 with 2 down.
Hear the wind picking up here. Oof.
Here's the pitch. Down low. 3-1 count. Maybe walks another batter to load the bases. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. Strike 2. Full count. 2 down. Pitch. Fouled away. That one was low. A breaking ball. Way to stay alive. Full count. We'll do it over again. Pitch. He'll walk. Oh. Bases loaded. That one a tad bit high. Not quite sure. No one really happy about it on either, on the Harrison side. And the pitcher not happy at all.
Here's a replay of that last pitch there.
That's a little high and in, but it could be called either way. The umpire hasn't been as consistent as he needs to be tonight. Base is juiced for Landier. Pitch. In there, strike 1. 0-1 count to Landier.
Landier more of a single type of hitter, single base hitter, you know. Not much of more than one.
Yeah, no, not a lot of pop in the bat for Landier, as some would say.
.345 batting average, but at .531 on base, smokes that one
to second base, and ends the inning. Comets leave him stranded. All 3 runners stranded. Landier grounds out to the first baseman, and that to the second baseman, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the top half of the 5th. Harrison comes to bat with the lead 3-2. We'll be back here on ICRC.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freestone Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Merrimont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
All right, we are on the top of the 5th inning. Comets pitching. Brody has had a great game so far, only giving up 1 run since he's been in.
Leading off for Harrison in the 5th inning, number 3, Jack Gears.
Yep. Looks like we got a pitching change here for Leo on the mound now. Here's the pitch. hit it third base off the glove. Going to, and is safe.
Now hitting for Harrison, number 12, Tucker Ward.
Leadoff double. Here's a look back at it. Broke that one right down the line. Shackletter fouled that one right back to the screen. Oh, 1 count.
Still in third.
Runner takes off. And a double air, and the run will score. Harrison extends the lead 4-2. Shackletter trying to catch that one in the air. Gear scores.
Hitting number 19, Seth Green.
Tucker Wood gets the one of the. Taking a look. Potential double hit. It does double hit off the bat. Hits right in the middle and then back on the barrel. It was kind of weird hop.
Off the tip of Chase Cox's glove there, shortstop.
Up now, Seth Green. Hit the home run last time up. Looking to kind of neutralize him this time, not allowing any big fly, because that would really ruin anything that the Comets have of a chance of coming back. The pitch from Shackletter. Outside called. Ball 2. Be 2-1 count on Green. The right fielder for today's action. Runner goes right back up to Shackletter. Catcher's interference. Catcher's interference, he will be awarded first base. 2 runners on, no down, and no outs. Jackson Williams will step up.
Seth really didn't look like he liked that call much for some reason.
Not that I don't think he liked the call. I think he was kind of like mad that it wasn't right away as we look back at it. Yeah, he hit the glove right off the bat, right off JT Vaughn's hand. Kind of lunged too far at it. I feel like Vaughn should maybe step back a little bit in the catcher's box.
I think he was trying to get a little jump since he saw the runner going to second.
He saw the runner going to second and hit and run call.
Yep.
Pitch. Got it on the outside half. Be 1-1. Leo Shackletter trying to minimize the damage. Has 1 run, was unearned off the airs.
That one just high.
And just up and in. Pickoff attempt. Almost threw it into center field. A great stop by Cox not to allow it to go to center field.
That's where his height really comes into play there.
Height and a great glove, great defense.
Yep. Makes up for his error that he had early on.
Pitch outside. 3-1. Lon Williams. It's 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. The 2 RBIs came in the first inning. Put Harrison up 2-0.
Yeah, runners on first and second.
Pitch
second
inside.
Goes. Caught in a pickle. No one covering.
No one covers third, but another pickle.
Oh.
And Green gets tossed at second on the pickle.
Almost swam around it.
He's still called out, and they're arguing it. They called him out, but the home plate umpire is saying no. It was a walk. It was a walk. Runners on the move with 3-0, with the 3-1 count. That's just bad communication between the umpires. They should have weighed that off dead a while ago.
Yeah. Seth is safe at second, though.
Yeah, as soon as Vaughn threw that ball down to third and he caught it, they should have just waved it off.
Yeah.
That is just bad communication, not saying anything, as that one's outside for a ball. Here's the pitch. Foul right back. One down the line, foul ball. Went foul before trickling past the third baseline.
That was a real close one there.
Really close one. Here's a look back at it. Right down the line, just foul right before it goes past him. Sparks struck out last time on a breaking ball that fooled him. Maybe the same fate. Pitch from Shacklighter. Outside, fouls right back to the screen. No one covering home. He slides in safe. 5-2 lead, Harrison.
Fumbled that ball there a little bit, trying to pick it up real quick. Sometimes that will happen, though. You got the jitters, trying to act quite fast, and not everything's clicking.
Even if that isn't fumbled, Shacklighter wasn't down off the mound.
No one covered home.
And maybe if he does field it cleanly, he could dive back and get him in time. But
yeah.
No chance. Pitch. Cracked. Right past the dive of the shortstop. He comes home. One run will score. Another one will score. That's a bases clearing RBI base hit. And now it is broken open 7-2. Harrison, they take the lead, a 4 spot in the 5th.
0 outs.
Nothing. No outs, nothing. Bly in the pen, warming, is the senior Braden West, the left-handed pitcher, warming down there in the bullpen. No down, 0-0 count, runner on first. Could be looking to steal. He does not. Pitch right in there, and it will get into the outfield, another base hit, and it is just a hit parade here in the 3rd.
They're just finding that gap right there.
Yeah, they're exploiting Shacklighter. They're seeing Shacklighter very well.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be time for Bly to kind of come in and, either talk the pitcher down or maybe go to a pitching change, especially considering it's senior night and everybody wants to win on their senior night. There's a look down in the bullpen. You see the senior Braden West, number 55, close friend of ours, getting ready to go. And he does look good and ready. Last outing, definitely not the outing he definitely wanted. But his first outing was the best one of the year.
Braden West only have 2 games on the season.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Harrison, if the score holds, will win their 15th game of the season. And a big one for one of the power teams in Ohio. That one outside, way outside on the breaking ball.
Great save there again by JT.
Yeah, Vaughn gets a great save. Pitch coming from Shacklider. He's gets set. The pitch. Just a bit high. 2-2. On the new batter, be number 24, Travis Raines, the senior. Foul right back. Hit it off the foul tip. Unable to be corralled. JT Vaughn out to talk to the senior pitcher, having a rough outing.
Maybe he just needs a little talk from Coach Bly. As you saw in the beginning, who was it? Leighton, sorry. Just blanked there. But after that mound visit from Coach Bly with Leighton really locked in and started to throw some strikes.
Got to trust the fielders behind you. Obviously, this inning, they haven't been the greatest, as that one rolled over to Cox. You will only be able to get one, and that's on at first. One down in the top of the fifth. 4 runs have crossed.
Now hitting number 14, Kyle Davidson.
Kyle Davidson. Two runners on, second and third, one down. Shacklider's pitch will be rolled right to Cox. Caught in the middle, Vaughn. There's a pickle going on third.
See who's faster.
Johnson
gets him.
Drew Johnson chases him down and gets him out at home plate, trying to dive for him and gets it. The runner backs out, advances to third, to second on the base hit. Fielder's choice.
Really just got him by the shoelace there.
Really just got him by the shoelace.
Great hustle play, though. That time they had everything covered. They had home covered. They had third covered.
Everything. And the thing is, he couldn't even retreat back to third because the runner on third would be called out. Mitchell Merrill. That one hit into left field. That one dropping fast. And no catch out there in center. 2 runs will cross. 2 RBI base knocks. 6 across in the inning. And Harrison up to a 9-2 lead in the 5th.
Just barely missed it out there in center field by the center fielder. Luckily, he had support from his left fielder and got the ball in field real quick to only have it as a single instead of a double.
Look back on it. Sliding attempt from Hutch Cruciata, unable to corral. 2 down. Shacklider been hit hard in this inning. West still warming in the Comet pen. Don't know if there's any sign of action happening in the Wildcat pen. Pitch. That one hung up in the air for a little bit, in foul territory and caught. Cade Landier finally sits him down. A huge run inning for the Wildcats. Actually, only a 5 spot in the inning makes it 8-2. Kind of confusing. The same pitcher will be out for the Wildcats. We'll go ahead and send to a quick break before we get back with the home half of the inning here on ICRC.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes. I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
We're back as we look at the graduation sign for Chase Cox. The pictures all around. Hutch Cruciata right next to him. Drew Johnson also there. And talking about Hutch Cruciata and going off hitter. So far this game, a 6-spot happened in the 5th, makes it 9-2. It was definitely a weird one. They never put the run on until after the inning, and then they finally go to it. Still dealing for Harrison, Cameron Enkins. 70 pitches through 4. That one downstairs for a ball.
See what Hutch can do here. See if he can get a hot lead for Mason Comets this inning.
Kind of just have to hope that you get into a kind of a hit parade like Harrison did last half inning.
They really found the gap and just kept hitting it straight through it.
Saw Shacklighter very, very well that inning. And hopefully they throw someone in there that they don't see as well and kind of throw them off. Three-0 pitch. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and the walk will occur. Hutch Cruciata gets on base to start the inning.
That was way high.
Indeed, it was way high. Bump back. Chase Cox steps up. Third at bat of the day. Comets down by 7. Deficits that they can manage. They did that in the cold rain game we were talking about earlier at the top of the show.
Yep.
That one just a bit outside for strike 1. Cloud starting to set. Pitch in there, strike 1, 1-1. GMC invite still happening over at the Wired Field at Beacon Orthopedic Stadium. Pitch. That one plunks Chase Cox. He'll go ahead and get on. 2 runners on for J.J. Darce, who has had extremely loud contact so far in this game. One being an RBI double in the first, and another being a loud fly out to left field.
Looks like that hit him right on the elbow guard there.
Lucky he had the elbow guard, because that does not feel good.
That would really hurt.
And hitting the elbow is one of those places that you definitely don't want to get hit, because it stings for a while.
Yep.
The worst part, though, is the face, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
If anybody saw Tyler O'Neill the other day.
Oof.
Pitch.
Oof.
That one, a loud contact in the right field. In it on it is Seth Green.
Looking to go third. Changed his mind last second.
A little bluff tag at second for Cruciata. Strong throw in from Green. Green.
He's got a cannon.
Yeah, he's been playing very, very well today. Has the home run. Playing very well out there in right field as JT Vaughn will come to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. One down in the home half of the 5th. Pitch. Downstairs in the dirt.
Runners on first and second.
1-0 count. Count, one down. Pitch. Downstairs again, 2-0.
JT just looking for a walk here just to get easy on base.
You want to be looking for a walk here because you still have to kind of like, you know, make some solid contact if you have to. But yes, I would agree. Maybe kind of looking for the walk, kind of up the on base percentage, and kind of give the Comets some hope.
Yep. Does have a 412 average with a 5.45 on base.
As we get set for the 81st first pitch for Enkins, as that one's rolled. Shortstop, 6-4. That's the only play they get. Fielder's choice for Vaughn. Runner out at the second. As coming to the plate,
Number 12,
Brant Fisher. He had a base hit last time. His
first base hit?
First base hit of the season. He's now 1 for 9. He comes to the bat for his 10th at-bat of the season.
Runners on the corners here.
2 down. Fisher looking to get an RBI. The pitch. Right out on the outer half. Couldn't really see that one on the broadcast, though. Unfortunately, the umpire right in our way. Covering the view.
At least he's getting the good angles, though.
Pitch. That one downstairs. First shatter runs back to third. Kind of offered that going home per chance. Did not end up going. Enkins, his 84th pitch, 1-1 count on Fisher. The pitch. Runner goes. That one's chipped in the left field. On it. He gets the diving grab and ends the inning. A great catch by the left fielder to end the bottom half of the 5th.
See, that's when we need the wind to pick up there to drop that ball.
That's 100%. We look back at it. Shoots it the other way. Kind of the inside-out swing. Kind of the Jeter special, but Jeter obviously from the right-handed side. That one ends the inning. Comets have a lot to do in order to get the win in this one. We'll be back here on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We're back here for the top of the 6th. The senior Braden West on for his 3rd action of the season. Last time out, did not have the outing he was hoping for. Gave up 6 runs to St. X. Sorry, that was the game here. Did not have a good outing. Barely made it. It didn't even make it out of the inning. Only got an out. Looking to shut him down. West, the southpaw, the first southpaw seen today in the game. a commit to Edmonton College for criminal justice. The pitch downstairs, ball 1. Again, Connor, the first southpaw we've seen today.
Yep.
Pitch. It's cracked in right field on it. And it will bust down for a hit. Another hit for Harrison in the top of the half of the order. And now Seth Green will come up for the left-on-left action. That
Lefty
one
versus lefty. Let's use the better lefty.
Pitch over first base. That's the one thing about southpaws that is a good thing, is they're able to pick up the leg and then go right to first, not having to step off and then go to first.
Definitely
like a right-hander.
A lot harder to steal on a lefty.
Yeah, but if you're like me playing in youth, it's easy. It's easy.
Turn on those turbos.
Yeah, I led a team in stolen bases when I was in my youth.
What, 9 years old?
Nah, actually it was like 3 years ago, so.
You really did turn on those turbos.
Pitch downstairs just a little bit. You're 1-1. Well, it was always easy for me to steal. I had great reads on the pitchers. Right-handers, as soon as they picked up the leg, go. Left-handers,
yep.
As soon as they pass the back leg, they have to go home.
Yeah.
Pitch. Roped in the gap, the 4-3 gap. He bobbles in right, gets it in though. No down, 2 on. Cleanup hitter Williams will step in. It was a hit party in the last inning.
Now hitting number 7, Jackson Williams.
West looking to get an out here. Pitch. Just inside, I guess. That one looked good from where we're sitting. Obviously, probably didn't see it there on the screen because the umpire in the way, but that one looked really
was
good.
Yeah.
A very, very inconsistent zone we've seen today from the umpire. Hasn't been the most consistent.
Yeah.
Been kind of in the middle. Some pitches off the zone, or off the plate to righties, and then off the plate to lefties have been called, but been very inconsistent for both sides.
JT there just went to go talk to Braden, probably just calming him down, you know.
Braden, also known as B. West on the team. Shorten the name up. C. Williams bagged 368 on the season. He's really contributed today, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a walk. Swing right through it. Fastball blown right by him.
Wind.
West with a 1-1 count. West set, the pitch. Skips in the dirt. Does not take off. Two-one pitch. West comes set. Here's his 2-1. He steps off and rotates towards second like he was going to run and throw it to second. Ends up not throwing it over. West the pitch. Outside, he called strike. Not quite sure if that was really a strike, but it kind of makes up for the one that looked right down the Broadway, right down Broadway. Pitch. That one's hit into right field. Fisher underneath it. He sets up, fires in. Cox cuts it off.
Another cannon on the team there.
Great job there to kind of put him away. Fisher gets the first out of the inning, and a great throw in, a great strong throw in.
0. The pitcher, Cameron Henneking.
Cameron Edinson gets his first look at the plate today. He's batting at a .083 slide, 1 for 12 on the year. Scored 3 times, has 3 RBIs and a stolen base, but he's on base 389, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. Batting .083, one of the worst batting averages I've seen this season, but still gets on base a lot.
Yep. No one on their team has the all zeros like we do.
Pitch from West. Cranked up into the air. That one's deep. That one gets over the center fielder, Crociata. 2 runs will score, and it's 11-2. Enkins gets an RBI, a 2 RBI double, as that one got all the way to the wall. And it looked like he was out in front of that one.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how it went all the way that far. Just great power from Enkins.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah, definitely that wind, the wind blowing straight out center field, so that makes sense. You look, he was kind of out in front of that one.
That almost went over, too.
The wind definitely playing a factor, and Green was sprinting all the way around.
Wow.
Almost got up to the runner ahead of him. Pitch from West. Down low, a little low and outside. It'll be 1-0. Pickoff attempts, does not throw over. Honestly, probably could have thrown that one over.
Yeah.
Definitely trying to pick off towards second a little bit harder than it is to pick off towards second as righty.
Yeah. You got to fully turn your body at 180 just to have a decent, accurate throw to your whoever's covering second.
That's that one in for a strike. 1-1 with 1 down. West set. Here's the pitch. Fouled away to the Comet side.
A lot of jumpers over there when that ball came through.
Not trying to get hit by one. That one would hurt, right?
Yeah.
Get hit right in the shin. Oof.
That will hurt for a little couple days.
Couple days. Not anything too harsh.
Right.
As West needs 1 strike here to end it. Steps off. Almost balked there.
That was a close one.
I thought he was about to get called for a balk. Kind of stepped forward and then stepped off.
Runner on second, 11-2, Harrison.
Here's the pitch. That one's hit towards the right field. That one drops in foul. Over to get it was Fisher. Not in time, though. Harrison has a 9-run lead here. Top of the 6th. Comets have to play a lot of catch-up if they want to try to win this one. Hung a 6th spot in the 5th and then 2 so far in the 6th. That one low, 2-2. Said there were a lot of 2s on the scoreboard earlier in the game, but not much anymore. A lot of 1s.
Yeah.
1 down, 11 runs, 11 hits. 1 error for the Comets and 1 spots in both the second and the first. As that one's fouled straight back into the screen. We'll do the 2-2 again. talking about ones got me all concerned. Going into 1-1s counts, but we're at 2-2.
I really do like the Comets field, how it's half turf and then half grass. I really like that concept.
It could be all turf, but obviously not going to spend too much on the field.
Right.
West set. Time called. The catcher calls time.
Little mix up there.
Saw that coming. We'll go with the 2-2. West set. Line in the pitch. Inside ball. That one kind of on the border, kind of on the black, as I would say. West gets the sign. 3-2 full count with one down. Runner on second. The pitch. Downstairs, he'll walk him. Loses him. And 2 will be on now with one down.
Now hitting number 24, Travis Rain.
Travis Rain, last time up, grounded out to Cox. Was the first out of the 5th inning. The barrage from the Wildcats. West set. 2 runners on. That one is smoked into left field. In on it. He does not catch it. Over to third. The throw. He gets him out at third on the force out. He didn't get the out, but he did end up making up for it. It was kind of an in-between for the runner at second. He couldn't commit to going to third because if he committed and the ball is caught, he's out at second. But kind of a difficult one there. But that one was ripped hard, trying to dive for it.
Great hustle play, though. Got right back up after missing the ball. Gunned it straight to third base to get that force out.
Yeah, beat him by a couple steps.
Yep.
Two down now with 2 on. 1 at second, 1 at first. Kind of trading places.
Yeah.
Oh, count. 2 down. The pitch. Roped right to Drew Johnson. He'll go for the force out at third. That will end the
safe play there.
Yeah, go to the closest out.
Yeah.
That will end the top half of the 6th. The Comets down by 9. Needs a lot to happen to come back from this one. We'll go ahead and head to a quick break here on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We're back. Harrison has a new pitcher on the mound. Enkins goes strong through 5. Be Vinny Pagallo. It's 5 ERA, 10 strikeouts on the year, and 7 innings pitched. New hitter, pinch hitter in for the Comets, number 28. And finally, Andrew Viscani, the pitcher. The pitcher slash first baseman, his first action of the year hitting-wise. He's more of a pitcher. Pitched the other night against St. X. Did not have a great outing. Pitched 1 1/3.
See what he can do.
First pitch to Viscani will be outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Feel like we'll see a lot of POs.
Yeah.
Here in the last 2 innings.
Especially when they're seniors trying to get their last fun in on senior night.
Yeah, obviously being down by 9 is not something that you wanted.
Right.
With 2 runs in the first frame, scoreless in the second, 1 run in the third, scoreless in the fourth, and then 6 and then 2.
Yeah.
Rough one.
Yeah.
1-1 count, Viscani. Bly talks to the umpire, probably changing more batters throughout the lineup, as next on deck still Ben Brandon. Here's the 1-1 to Viscani. The pitch. Just a bit outside, just low and away.
Definitely has cooled down a little bit with that sun covered with the clouds.
Definitely has. It was really, really, really warm earlier today as the pitch. Strike 2, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Viscani, the 2-2. Downstairs, ball 3. Wolf fold up, full count. Dugout class for Viscani, full count. The pitch. Outside, ball 4, he'll walk.
Good start to the inning.
Now hitting number 13, Ben Brandon.
Viscani will stay on to run. Ben Brandon will come in to hit. That one low, unable to be grabbed. Williams still in Ben Brandon. Here's the pitch. Outside again, 2-0. Here's the pitch, 2-0. Upstairs makes it 3-0. He hasn't thrown a strike here in a couple of pitches.
Looks like the only change has been Andrew in the batting lineup. Still got Carter Phillips up on deck.
And Cade Landier looks like he's in the hole. That one low. Downstairs, he'll walk. Carter Phillips will step up.
Now hitting number 44, Carter Phillips.
Carter Phillips has a 500 on base, but a 0 batting average.
0 for 2. Sorry, 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a strikeout. Here's the pitch to Phillip. His first one that he sees this at bat is outside. Be 1-0 count with no down. 2 runners on. Viscani and Brandon both worked walks.
See if they can work another one here.
6 straight balls outside the zone. Yeah. The pitch. Make it 7. That one low.
Still got that track meet going on over there.
And your whistles.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of whistles.
All right.
The pitch. Strike called. Bly not happy with that one. Not quite sure if I... That one looked a little high. But who's here to argue balls and strikes? We're just announcers. The pitch. In there for a strike. That one beautifully played. Really not happy. He's heated down there.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. That one rolled over towards the shortstop. The play gets it. Phillips moves him over. One down. Visconti on third, 90 feet away. Brandon over there.
Now hitting number 5, Kate Landier.
Kate Landier will step up. Bly still not happy. He's talking to the umpire.
Here's that one controversial call that Bly wasn't too happy about.
Yeah, that's that was a little outside.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how that strike hit. I don't even think that hit the zone at all.
No, I don't.
Because I think it broke over the zone, past the zone. Doesn't even hit the corner.
No.
Landier will come up. His 4th at bat. The pitch. Strike. Blew it right in there. Dotted on the outer half.
Still got runners on 2nd and 3rd here.
A 1 pitch. Here it is.
Andrew did a little pump fake there, acting like he was about to steal.
Let's go, Ellie De La Cruz.
Anyone wondering, it is 5-3 Reds right now?
Here's the 0-2 to Landier. Shakes off the catcher, then he comes set. Time called by Landier. We'll go ahead and redo it. Here's the 0-2. Outside. 1-2 count now.
Could go for a bunt here. He is one of the faster players on the team. 21 stolen bases.
That one high. Surprised that one wasn't called a strike.
They only do have 1 out.
Here's the pitch. Downstairs will be 3-2 full count.
What do you think of the smart move here, Trevor? Do you think he should go for a bunt and try to draw the ball?
I want to bunt here because if you foul it, strike out.
Yeah.
Landier set. The pitch. Did not go around. Visconti comes home, and he will score. The Comets get another run, makes it 11-3, and maybe we can see a little comeback action here.
That might set the tempo for them. Visconti coming in
tempo.
And runs all the bases and scores.
Yeah, Visconti.
Off a walk, too.
And he's a PO, mostly a pitcher. Yeah. This is his first at bat. First time getting on base.
That might just set the energy that the Comets need to really get going, get the gears moving.
100% as Comets have some action in the pen. Much Cruciata. He's set. Hopefully trying to bring in another run. Cruciata ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch. One down. Landier goes.
Stealing.
Throw down.
He's good. Just
He's
ran
safe.
right in.
Ran right in. Didn't even think he was going to throw down.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he threw down because Ben Brandon's on third.
Yeah. That was.
I didn't think he was going to throw that down. Great job there.
Yeah. Really took a second to see what he was going to do there.
And either way, you should be sliding regardless
right.
if you're stealing, unless it's like really that bad.
Yeah.
The pitch. Hit by Cruciata over to the second baseman. He will throw it over to first, get the out. Sacrifice base hit. Then Brandon will score. It will make it 11-4. Chase Cox, he'll step up. His third, maybe fourth at bat. Sacrifice hit for Cruciata. Sac RBI. Actually, in the pen will be number 25, Brent Gandert. Chase Cox and took that one for a ball. 1-0 count. 2 down here in the bottom half of the sixth. That one outside, a great sliding catch.
Both catchers have really been doing really well behind the plate, saving some of these wild pitches and really throwing their body on the ball.
Here's the pitch. That's in there for a 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1, the pitch. Upstairs. Three-one count on Cox. J.J. Darce next up. The pitch. Does not offer at it. He'll walk. Bringing J.J. Darce up, who has had some loud contact today. Now, all 3 plate appearances up for his fourth. He had a loud double that was smoked down the third base line. The first inning that brought in a run. One that just almost left the yard. And then
he does have 1 home run on the year.
I would love to see one here, cut the lead to 4.
Yeah, that would be great. Comets really not having to do much. They've just been getting walked the entire time.
Pitch upstairs, 1-0 count. Set and ready. The pitch. Upstairs, that one gets away. In K. Landier, he'll slide in safely at home. It will be 11-5, and the Comets kind of making a little comeback.
I think Visconti really just set the pace for those Comets to really get it going.
100% wild pitch. Run will score. 11-5, 6-run lead. Grant O'Connor with a helmet on in the dugout. Sam Davies also with a helmet on in the dugout.
Here's a replay on that pitch.
Landier gets in safely.
Yep.
Like I was saying, possibly we could see some pinch hitting.
Yeah.
That one's high. 3-0 Darce. Kind of looks like they're kind of pitching around JJ, not hoping not to throw one in the wheelhouse. Three-0 count.
Chase
2 down.
Chase Cox on second base.
Upstairs, ball 4. JJ will walk.
Wow.
JT Vaughn, he'll step in. Go for 3 tonight. Sorry, 0 for 2 with a walk. Slow stroll out for the coach. Kind of giving some words of encouragement to the pitcher. Connor, what do you think he's kind of saying out there?
I think he's trying to like calm him down a little bit. You know, he's walked almost every batter, okay, and so he's probably just going to say, "Hey, calm down, find your spot, find your rhythm, and get it in the zone."
For sure, I agree with that one.
Coach Bly going out to talk to the umps probably about those controversial calls.
At this point, I wouldn't even worry about those calls because you're still in the game.
Yeah.
And those calls haven't really changed much.
Yeah. Another singer song for his walk up.
We had to tell you, give up the story wrote. You want to tweak it up with me, and I'm gonna show you.
Coach Bly giving them
that money in my
words there.
Blow. They having combos about me. This don't know. Tell me what they're talking about. I ain't listen, man. Let your thoughts run your mouth. If they touch me, there it is. From the South, I kick it with my Memphis Twins. I can take a loss, but I'm always going for the win. I've been geeked up in this blue like I'm not bluffing from the start. I'll be there to know that'll put some holes in your body.
So we will go ahead and get set. Vaughn. And again.
You got Cox on second. And then JJ on first. See what they can do here. Same picture. See what he can do after that mound visit.
Here's the pitch way inside. Almost hit him.
Coach Bly talking to JT there, pumping him up.
Just kind of relax.
Yeah.
Both runners off. That one gets to the backstop. They'll both slide in safely. It'll be a wild pitch.
I don't know how much longer this coach might keep this pitcher in.
I mean, 2 runners on, both in scoring position. This could cut your lead.
Yeah.
Cut the lead to 4. Pitch. Called strike. That one, don't know. Don't know.
Coach Bly keeping his cool over there. Didn't say anything about that one.
The pitch. Outside. Look back at this last one.
Wow.
That's
yeah. That's all good.
Upstairs.
All good. All don't lie, as some people would say.
He walks him loaded in the bat. Fisher.
Fisher got his first hit today. I bet he's feeling real good.
Let's keep it going.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Pitcher thought he was getting pulled there, but coach is going to talk to him.
I'm pretty sure they have to pull him here. That's the second mound visit this inning.
Yeah.
I think they have to pull him.
I believe they are.
Considering this is the second mound visit of the inning, and they will go ahead and send him off. We'll go ahead and take a quick break as the next pitcher will warm up. We'll go ahead and be back here on ICRC.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Yes. I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
Most of us, we're not gonna admit that we need to help.
You don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts. It can be really bad.
It's just a beautiful space when someone can trust you and say, listen, I need help.
All right, we are back. We got a new pitcher in, Tucker Ward, Jr., replacing the senior. We got Brant Fisher up to bat, number 12. Once again, did get his first hit of the season this game earlier on. Comets, bases loaded, 2 outs. Coach Bly did have a little talk with the ump there, maybe changing the batting order up. Pitch is strike. Mason cut their lead, not lead, but their deficit by only 6 now. Ball in the dirt. 1-1 count. Pitch is on. Just called strike. That is a 1-2, I believe.
Good 1-2 count.
Yep. Wow. All right. That is a 2-2 count. That one, another inconsistent call there from Blue there.
That one was a strike in every other inning.
Yeah.
I don't know what really went on right there. Pitch. Cracked foul. That one's going to hit a car. It does not.
Nope. We're not that lucky.
See, back in youth, that was like kind of our goal. If we found one off, we want to hit a car. That was bonus points.
That would be really bad if it hit the car, though. Cracks it.
That one's stabbed. He goes. Oh. He gets him out. Got him out at second.
Looks like he hit the second base foot there when he was trying to slide in.
Just got it. Wow, that was really, really close. Vaughn out at second. We'll go ahead and send it to another break. In for the Comets already will be number 17, Liam Sanders, to try to bolt one down.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
We're back as that one. We look back at the replay. Let's go ahead and
see if we can
wind that back. He barely beats him. Barely.
One step.
If he broke quicker on that one, he would have been 100% safe.
100%.
As we see the little kids down here on the concourse area right behind home plate.
Really got those moves going.
Yeah, dancing around the Black Betty. Throw down from Vaughn. Skips a little bit. Liam Sanders comes in to try to bolt one down. He is one of the lowest ERAs in the GMC on the season. Liam Sanders only started pitching and starting for the Comets a couple games ago. Had a complete game shutout against Coleraine.
30 strikeouts.
30 punch-outs and only a 1.95 ERA on 28 and 2/3 pitched. Looking to try to bolt one down and then kind of try to save senior night. Liam set, the pitch. That one smoked through the 6-5 hole and bobbled in left. He takes the turn. He'll go to second, and that will be a base hit and an error out there in E7. Sanders, he threw a great pitch there, and it just smoked right through and then picked up awkwardly by the left fielder. Left fielder for today is Brant Fisher. And Ben Brandon out in the right. The pitch. Right back to Liam Sanders. A great glove, a great reaction. Great job by Liam Sanders. That's what we call PFPs, pitcher's fielding position.
Really calm and collected there.
I mean, that's what happens when you take a first baseman who's used to hard hit balls coming right back at him with the left-handed hitters. They're early on it. They can scorch one at you. The pitch. Right in there. Breaking ball sat in. Sanders looking not to let the run cross. The pitch. Cracked. That one going deep, way back there and on the warning track and off the wall. Crociata, hard throw in. He's going 3. Throws, and no one's covering second as he pulled a hamstring.
Oh.
He pulled his hamstring rounding second, and now he is down. Yeah, we're going to go to a quick break as they help up the runner. Run will score. It'll be 12-5. Harrison will be back here on ICRC.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A Freeze-On Mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Merrymont. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
Back at that.
We're back, and runner will go ahead and try to stay out. Just running around. Great job by the kid. Being nice, and tough. Not easy to kind of do anything with a pulled hamstring.
That doesn't feel good.
Definitely doesn't feel good.
Had a couple of those, and
yep, I have had a couple of those too. My days at football. Yeah, I actually pulled my hamstring in warm-ups, and then that was the day of conditioning. Yeah, do 100-yard gassers.
Those I don't miss.
Those were rough. I'll tell you that right now. Those were rough, having a pulled hamstring and trying to run 100-yard gassers.
100-yard gassers by himself.
Yeah, and then having to go to a weight room and do legs. Oof. Sanders pitch in there for a strike. Seth Green. Last time up facing a right-handed pitcher.
Yep.
Smoked a base hit and also smoked a home run.
Great player, though. Great player
He's
at
been
bat
all around.
and right field.
Also speedster as the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
In there for a strike, 0-2 count, 1 down. In the top half of the 7th.
12-5, Harrison up by 7.
Yeah, it's a 7-run game. Still possible.
Yeah.
Sanders, I think I'm going to go breaking ball here. The pitch. Nope, fastball blew right by him. Strike 3. Sit him down on the high. Velo Cheese gets him out. 2 down now in the top half of the 7th. Only 1 run has came across off the double. Here's the strikeout. Fastball right there.
Runner second really just blocked that view for us.
It's a beautiful pitch, though, by Sanders.
Yes, it was.
Sanders, 2 down. The pitch. In there for a strike. He's just pumping strikes. which is what you like to see while you're down by this margin. Just kind of get strikes and blow pitches by the opposing bats.
Yep.
Pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball.
Liam really locking in here, trying to shut this out. See if you can get this last strike punch out.
Sanders set. Looks to the runner. Pitch. Just a little bit low on the heater. On borderline.
It's another call that you see what the ump's showing. Looks like we got a good storm coming here, Trevor.
Yeah, absolutely. Weather wasn't doing great as that one fouled straight back.
No reaction from the three sitting back there. So hope we can wrap this game up before the storm comes in.
Hopefully. Sanders, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Fastball blew it right by him, right by the bat. We go to the bottom of the seventh. The Comets down by 7. They need 7 to tie the game, 8 to win in the bottom half of the 7th and the final inning. We'll go ahead and send to a quick break here on ICRC.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on. I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam! Come on, Cameron.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Tucker Ward still on the mound here in the bottom half of the 7th. 7-run game. Harrison, 12 hits. 15 hits, 12 runs, 2 errors. Comets, 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors.
Leading off the 7th.
Leading off.
Comets, number 3, Drew Johnson.
Drew Johnson, the third baseman for tonight's action. He'll lead off. And then on deck, number 13, Brandon. And then C-Phil in the hole, Carter Phillips. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat to Drew Johnson. The pitch. Outside, breaking ball misses. Again, really dark here at Mason Baseball Complex. Clouds getting really dark as the pitch. Inside, strike call. It's going change up here. Pitch to the backstop. 2-1 count. fastball. I'm going to call it
See what he
fastball.
can get something going here. Wow.
That one hit, and Seth Green unable to get to it. Base hit for Johnson on the fastball, goes opposite way, splashes in for a base hit. Comets have a runner on, no down.
Hey, last time we got runner on first, we got moving. I think what we need is get Visconti right back on the plate.
You see this pitch, a fastball, and Johnson goes opposite way.
Just barely got it.
That last pitch called strike on Brandon. 0-1 count. No down, runner on first. Outside. 1-1. Wind's kind of died down a little bit. Not really the best signs.
Coming in from our left here.
Strike called. A 1-2 count. No down.
Still got the track GMC Invitational going on over there.
Ward.
Hopefully Mason's doing some good for us.
Hopefully, heard Lakota West wins the 800, which really good for them.
Not good
2-2
for
count.
us.
The pitch waved on and missed. Strike 3, 1 down.
Carter Phillips up.
Now hitting number 44, Carter Phillips.
See Phil up, Carter Phillips.
Calls time right away.
Calls time, yeah, and probably wasn't ready. That's what also something with the pitch clock that I like and I enjoy is that the batter has to be ready before the pitcher can even come set.
Yeah.
And if the pitcher's set, you got to be ready as a hitter.
Yeah.
Pitch, outer half ball. It looked like he wanted to call that a strike.
He wanted to call that a strike. He almost pumped it. He almost pumped his fist.
Yeah, he almost pumped the finger out to call a strike, but swing.
That one, yeah.
That one was just a strike in general. Doesn't matter if he swung or not. Time called by Carter Phillips, and he's ready. 1-2 count. 1 down. Pitch in the dirt. Sorry, the turf.
Turf. Okay.
Yeah, we could say the dirt. Yeah, that's
right.
the accurate term.
Right.
Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Carter Phillips sat down on strikes. That one is night. Cade Landier comes up. Runner on first. Down to the last out. Down by 7.
See what Comets can pull through and try to make a play here.
Strike called. 0-1. 2 down. After Ward gave up the first at-bat base hit, he has been bolting down back-to-back strikeouts. The pitch. 1 hit right at third baseman off the glove.
Run.
Both
safe.
Runners safe in error. A fielding error on the third baseman. And then up to bat now, Hutch Crociata with a chance to keep this game alive.
Hitting number 1, Hutch Crociata.
Man, I wish they did that for every senior. That just cracks me up.
It does crack me up too. Hutch Crociata working with a new count. 2 down. Runners on second and first. Comets entering this game with an 0-3 funk and hoping to break out of the funk, but obviously down by 7, not an easy one to come back from.
With 2 outs, too, they really got to pull
With
through
2
here.
outs, the final out here, possibly Hutch Crociata, as that one's in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, Williams.
Hutch has hit a home run this year.
Hutch has hit a home run this year, and this one could be a clutch run to cut the lead to 4.
Really, really be helpful.
Here's the pitch. Outer half called a strike.
All right.
1-1 count. 2 down. In the bottom of the 7th. One of the biggest innings for the Comets because it's the final. That one down. 2-1 count. 2 down.
Man, these catchers have really put their A game into this game.
Only one mess up.
Yeah.
From a catcher tonight, and that was JT Vaughn, the catcher interference. The pitch. That one rolled over in between Hop. And that one will end the inning. Crociata grounds out for 3 put out, and that one won the game. Harrison will take this one 12-5, and they will get another big win to add to their resume as we head into the postseason. They will continue to be 15-4. The Comets, they move to 17 and 18-4. Connor, anything?
Nope. Really, Mason played their hearts out there, had a rough start, had a tough 5th inning, giving up 6. But they tried to come back, tried their hardest, and couldn't come.
That'll be all here from Mason Middle School and the Mason Baseball Complex. The Comets go down to the Harrison Wildcats. Thank you for everything. Thank you to ICRC for helping out with today's broadcast. I was Trevor Rose here with my co-broadcaster, Connor Vornberg. Go Comets. Have a good night.